Hello, Julie. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
so
good.
hello everyone. I'm Spea. I'm the Southern California Local Bead Store Association president. My store is Dancing Bear Indian Trader, and today we're actually focusing on Julie, who's one of our store members, and we wanted to show you guys a little bit about her store, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about her store. So, and if anyone has any questions that are about Bead Gallery, we will most likely do our best to answer any questions. After this live feed, we are going to put it on YouTube. So it's not just going to be on Facebook. If you haven't done so already, please do like the Southern California Bead Store Association. Please do like Bead Gallery and like and follow both of those. So anyway, okay, Julie. So what does Bead Gallery specialize in?
That has always been a hard question for me to answer because we've always been known for selling a little bit of everything. So I've asked many people over the years, like if a vendor comes in or even customers and other colleagues, they'll always tell me that I have a great seed bead selection. We don't, unlike you, we don't sell the Czech seed beads. We sell the Japanese seed beads. So I'm really, really proud of that. Personally, I am not a seed beater. So knowing that I don't do that technique or that's not my area, and to have such a good selection, people tell me, especially being a member of the association, people have said, we've gone to several stores and we really like your selection. So we do sell anywhere from a size 15 up to a size 6. Then we have, of course, delicas and some other specialty beads that work for seed beaters. And recently I did start getting a couple of the Czech glass in Charlotte's only, because I know that when people want Czech, I send them to you.
Yeah.
That's really where you guys shine. So
Oh no,
and
don't talk about Dancing Bear. This is about Bead Gallery. So you do carry some Czech beads?
Well, we carry Czech glass for sure.
Okay.
That
So
is
when you say Czech
definitely
glass, what do you mean?
so like fire polished glass, Drux, rondelles, English cuts, and things like that. Some
Two
unique,
hole beads?
definitely 2-hole beads, which yes, those are Czech as well. So we have, I'll have to take you out there a little bit later and show you more specifically, but we have, the 2-hole cabochons, we have the gem duos, we have the new nibbits for a new class that we're doing. We have the silkies. So yeah, a few of those
Okay,
as well.
good.
But we've been known more recently to specialize in our gemstones.
Really?
That's
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay,
That's
so
where I love to work.
tell us a little bit about your gemstones.
So years ago, we used to I wasn't a big gemstone person. I didn't understand that there was a whole quality thing like a diamond, the cut, the clarity, the quality, the color, all of that, the carat weight. So over the years, probably the last 5 or so years, I really started learning a little bit more about them, and other colleagues in the association, I just admired theirs and thought, well, gosh, if they can do it, why can't I? So I really just started looking for higher quality stones. And I found that that's what people really want.
Mm-hmm.
And we found some great vendors throughout the country when we do our shopping, and some people that I really trust and purchase from that sell us affordable but top quality stones that work with the style of beading that I do, and also now many of my customers, especially with the properties of stones these days. People really want to incorporate that more into their life.
What is selling well at your store, Julie?
Oh, okay. So since we had to close back in March, and like I said, we've always kind of been diverse in what we sell and what sells well for us. But right now, I really want to say we focused a lot on projects and kits, because when we were closed, we had to come up with a way to keep sales moving without the consumer coming into the store. So we had to pull some products together, and thankfully with the help of, you know, some of our vendors who allow us to use their instructions and provide us, they have great, you know, designers that give us permission. We were able to pull together a lot of products and kits and projects that really kept people beading and interested, especially during this last few months. So right now we are doing very well with kits. And we're also running classes and workshops. We've obviously changed the way we're doing that. But we have some really amazing teachers they just have a following. They will have their students come back frequently because they really, really love what they're learning and how they're learning. So our classes are pretty good. And then of course, you know, selling our kits, and again, gemstones. I cannot keep my gemstones.
That is really great to hear. That's really great to hear, because you know, we want everyone to be doing really well right now. I mean, it's really hard because everyone can't be out shopping as much as normal and whatnot, but this is, you know, it's great to hear that you're doing well. But still, of course, you always need help. Everyone needs help, and everyone needs to think about shopping local and shopping small, because it really is helping the local business owner keep afloat in these hard times.
It is. And I've learned that my community, we're a very small community. We're in the Bonsall Fallbrook area, and they really do focus on shopping small, shopping local. So there's been a lot of new people that just were happy to see my doors open and said, I just want to come in. I just wanted to get out and see what you had. And then they've become customers, and they realize that anyone can do this. We have lots of men customers. We have kids. We don't cater to children, but we welcome them. We have kits for all ages. It can be very affordable. We don't want, you know, our kids need something to do. I have kids myself. Thankfully, they're older, but they were little ones. My oldest, who's now 18, was 4 months old when we opened Bead Gallery.
Wow. Oh my God.
She's 18. Yeah. So my children have grown up literally in this bead store, and you know, 1 out of 2 still likes to do it.
Well, give the other one time. It just takes a little time.
Yeah, we're working on her. She's more of an outdoor sports gal, but you know, she every now and again she has gifts and things that she would like to make for her friends. So she'll pop in and she'll help out. Especially now, those kids were in here making kits, bagging. They were pulling their weight because, like you said, we wear a lot of different hats, and especially right now, we have to keep our the occupancy low in the store. So I have to bring a lot of stuff home, so I don't have people here taking up space, because we've got to be able to accommodate our customers.
So what have you been doing in your store for like a safety procedures, or for sanitary reasons?
That's a super good question, because again, I've been told, I've had customers travel. I feel really, really blessed to be a part of this association. I have had customers travel weekly for classes. They've come as far as Los Angeles County. They've come from Riverside County, Orange County, and they've all told me they feel that after seeing all of the precautions we've taken, the cleanliness, the reduction in class sizes, just, you know, we wipe down every single credit card before we give it back to a person if we have to handle it. You know, we sanitize the tables, we've separated the tables. We have hand sanitizer on each table. We have, before you walk in the door, there's sanitizer. We've really just tried to make sure that people know that we take this serious. We've been really, really fortunate so far that my teachers and my customers have all felt comfortable, and they really just want to get out and do something, and they feel safer here than they do when they go to the grocery store. You know, our store isn't as busy, obviously, as a grocery store would be. So accommodating 5 people is pretty easy. That's, you know, sometimes that's all you see, one person an hour, and that's okay. you know. And then of course, between 10 and 11, we still allow appointment times. We did reduce our hours a little bit, so that I can be here for private shopping time between 10 and 11 if people would like. And then we are closing because it's dark at 5. We're closing at 5 instead of 6. I just did a Zoom shopping the other day with someone. We still do curbside pickup for those that aren't comfortable coming in. We still do mail order for people that, you know, want. I have 2 packages on my counter that I need to get to the post office today. So, you know, I've found a whole new way of running business.
Wow, that's really great.
Yeah.
So do you have any gift ideas that you want to, you know, suggest that you have at your store of what people might like? Maybe like a gift certificate?
Yeah, I do, Savea. Thank you for asking. Yes, we actually, this time of year, we are starting back up with running our gift certificate purchase. Will get you $10 bead buck. So all that means is if you purchase a gift certificate for $50 or more, then you will receive $10 in bead bucks.
Wow.
As you know, a purchased gift certificate never expires. The bead bucks will, because they're a gift. And I always tell people you can gift them to the recipient of your gift card, or you can keep it for yourself. It's $10 in free money. It will expire in 30 days from the date it was issued. It's not good on certain products. So it's not going to be good on, you know, trunk show items that we might have, or classes, or kits. But anything else it's good on. So that is a special we're running right now. So for $50, you get $60 worth of credit. And then of course, since the closure and we started doing kits, we saw how many people really like them. It's not that they need, what they've told me is they have a million beads. What they like is that they don't have to search around for it. They like that it's all right there in a little kit. Once they have the directions, then they can go and start making up their own. So the kits are a great gift for people. And we've always tried to select kits that anyone can do. The directions are included. All you really need when you purchase a kit from us, for the most part, is a needle and thread, which of course we have.
Cool. All right. So I just want to let you know about comments. Bonnie, of course, she was, you know, telling you to embrace the curve, and that might, you know, we're going to be editing off the front of this. So I wanted to mention these. Bonnie said that you two look great.
Oh.
And then Sarah Riley says hi.
Oh.
And Kelly McNeil Johnson says Julie and her staff at Bead Gallery are the best.
Oh,
Nancy Moore said this bead store is so much fun. Julie is great and very accommodating.
Oh, I love Nancy. Yeah. Oh, I love all of them.
So, hey, I'm thinking that maybe people want to see around your store. What do you think?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going to grab my mask. I don't know if anyone's out there. I'm in my office right now. Okay. So I'm going to just put it on. And if no one's out, I'll take it off.
Okay.
I just don't want to walk out and run into people.
So all right. So very good. So see, Julie's taking precautions.
Yeah, we got to have our masks.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would bling it up, but I have to tell you, when we wear this all day, I get too hot in the pretty ones. So I just go with the thinner one.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. So I am going to stop your store camera, or stop your laptop, and then we're going to start the store cam.
Perfect. Okay.
So now we're going to ask you to start your other camera.
Okay.
There she goes. She's mobile now.
I'm moving. So I'm just going to walk around real quick and see if there's anyone out here before we switch. Nope, we're good. So I'm going to turn my camera around. There we are.
Okay. So why don't we start from the front of your store and let's do like a walk-in tour. See, look at that really nice sign. I love your sign on the wall.
Isn't that nice?
I really like that. I want something like that for my store.
You know what? It just fits up there perfectly. And I love it. It fills that huge void, because obviously I can't put if you look at, I'm pretty short and this is like reaching. So I couldn't go much higher than this with product.
Okay, so let's start at the front corner. Okay, so when you walk in the door,
When
so
we
you have hand
walk in,
sanitizer.
yep, we have hand sanitizer here, which, we try and keep pretty full. I've got to fill that one up again. And then I also have face masks and I have some more hand sanitizer in case they're not seeing that one. We'll just ask them to grab a mask and, use some sanitizer. And then we have it on the other counter over there when they get to pay.
Okay, so let's start on the very left side, the left corner of your wall. I see African trade beads.
We do have a few. In fact, they've been selling pretty well this year. I'm kind of sold out. I have some holes up here because I've been really into selling these beach bottle glass, the recycled
Oh, those ones
glass.
are nice.
I am down to that is my last strand. I have a couple loose ones, but that is it. And then we upgraded some of the spacer beads and filler beads because people love them. So we did recently add to this wall, but it's, it's small, but it's popular stuff that people really like to work with. Cool, and then some of the African gems are here too.
Oh, cool. Okay, so what's below your African trade beads?
So I'm sure, as you know, in a bead store, sometimes our suppliers will sell strands of products and they'll sell them long, or sometimes they'll sell them looped. So the reason ours are separated the way they are is because of how they fit on our wall nicely. Yeah. So this is our check fire polish glass wall. And you can see it goes down, about to the bottom. So we don't have to bend over too much because it can be a little bit hard on the knees. But we start with the long strands of the fire polished, kind of different shapes. We have some teardrop shapes. Then it jumps over into like Saturn shapes.
Those are really cool.
I do. I love these. And we actually have a few more, but they're on the other side of the wall that come looped. So sometimes it's a little bit of a pain because some of the strands will come long.
They come looped or they come, I know.
Yeah.
I wish everyone would be consistent. It makes the store easier.
Yes. And then up here, we have the little guys. And then I actually was completely wiped out of this because we made a kit up and the kit sold out and then people came back and bought more.
Wow. So, that's great.
So I'm restocking on that next week. Here's some of these loops I was telling you about. These are the trica beads that we had in loop. So I kind of try and keep everything grouped. We have our 2s, then we have our 3s. Then down below, we have 2 rows of 4s. Then we jump up to here. These are English cuts. English cuts are kind of a nice substitute for a traditional.
Oh, those are cool. What size are those?
These ones here are 3. And then these ones down here are 8s.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like it. In fact, I just restocked. My table behind me is where I keep a lot of the new items, and I just restocked on a lot of this fire polish. Over here we have the Drux, which is a round bead. I really just doubled all that. I haven't hung them. Here's where we get into those looped, so I try and keep everything looped kind of on the right side of the wall, just because I kind of feel like it's a little easier to shop when things are all either looped together or strung down together. It's kind of an ongoing battle with vendors,
Oh yeah, I know all too well.
And then of course large hold beads. We just increased this by probably another 5 colors that aren't even up yet, and then melons. So I also try and identify like this is, gonna have for glass. We obviously have a lot more, but this is what we have hanging on the walls right now. So this is pretty much everything on our left wall when you walk in. And then these are the Chinese crystals.
Yes. Okay. So what's next? Do you want to show us to what's going on in your right?
Okay. So here's our wood beads.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. We have some wood beads, which we use a lot. And again, sometimes you get some longer ones versus looped ones. as you know.
Oh yeah.
And then we have some bone beads. This actually was recently just stocked, but it's been selling, so people really like it.
Great.
This is
Okay.
a project and a class here, knitting, which I do not knit, and I can barely even say that I crochet. But we have an amazing, amazing instructor. Her name is Laura, and she is like the queen of knitting for all of Fallbrook Bonsall. So she's been displaying this so that we can show people how you can incorporate beads
Yeah, I was
with
gonna say, I was gonna ask, are there
yarn.
beads in there?
Yep, there are. And it's kind of hard to tell, but you've got the fabric is real sparkly, but there's beads like every inch or so
Oh wow,
that
cool.
she kind of incorporated. So,
You
and
know,
then this,
beads make scarves, items like that a lot more substantial, which is nice.
yes, and it's actually very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
This is our, this up here is where we display a lot of the jewelry, which is a lot of the classes that we teach.
Mm-hmm.
And then this window, it's nice to be able to see through to
Who's
our
in the
classroom.
window? Who's in the window?
That is Miss Julie Kincaid.
Hi, Julie. He's so funny.
She's working. We don't have a class today, so she's working in there just doing some counting and getting some product taken care for us. But that is our classroom. So it's fun when people come in, they can peek in, but it's still safe enough that no one's like getting too close.
Mm-hmm.
And but they get to see what's going on.
Oh, that's good. So what
And
are in
then
those trays? There's a lot of good stuff.
this is all of our loose gemstones. So there's 2 rows, if you can see that. And then down here, the burlap trays, they're stacked now because we have so many. So, and we try and do them a little bit by color. But these are all loose gemstones that we have when we make projects. And these do pretty well because every now and again, people don't want a whole strand of something.
Yeah.
You know, they'll come and they'll just want to make a simple pair of earrings or, you know, a little charm or dangle. Yep. And then these get a little bigger for pendants.
It is good to know because sometimes not all stores sell the gemstones loose. It's usually only by strand.
Yes.
So that's good to know.
Yeah, loose are good. And you know what a lot of people may not realize is that we'll sell our strands, we'll half them for you because we do know that a whole strand can be a lot. Mm-hmm. So we'll split them in half for you as well.
Oh, cool.
And this one up here is our Swarovski.
Oh, wow. Those are Swarovski pearls?
These are all Swarovski pearls.
Wow. That's a lot of Swarovski pearls.
We have a lot, and there's a few that are missing because, again, it's just getting things tied and priced and hung and just trying to find a home to get them up there. But yes, that's another thing, Savia, that I would say people tell me that we're known for is our Swarovski pearl selection.
You really have a lot because, I mean, we only have a few strands here, a few colors.
Yeah.
Nancy wants to say it's so much fun to see the store and that you're doing really good with the chat and the tour, and she misses being able to come to classes.
Oh, we miss her. She's the greatest person ever. She really is. Okay, she's so wonderful. Thank you, Nancy.
What's going on the table there? What's going on the table?
This is a hot spot. We tell people when you come into our store, this table is always different. This is the table you should come to first for a couple reasons. New items. You can see that this is all new items. These white trays here, these are all new gemstones that we just picked up.
Wow.
I hand pick everything. I don't just order anything off the internet. I hand pick everything. So I'm really, really proud of my gemstones. And we try and display them on the new items table for 30 days. And then they get pushed into the regular inventory over on that half of the room. So
that's cool.
These are the new check glass beads. So I just gave you a tour of that wall. All of these go up there. We just haven't, they're brand new. So we just try and show people, hey, this is the new items. And all of these are those loops that I was telling you about. So I've got to kind of reconfigure my wall. So I'm always moving things around to try and accommodate the newest items.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then when we do get new items, we try and make some samples to inspire people.
Mhm.
This was a trunk show we did back. This isn't so new anymore. This is probably now about 2 months old, but I haven't found a good spot on my glass table behind me. So I
Mhm.
kind of leave it here to show people.
Mhm.
It's hand painted
Those are,
ceramic
I love
beads.
those hand painted. I have gotten those before. They're gorgeous.
Aren't they amazing?
They're
And
really pretty.
they're so pretty and they're really affordable and they're durable. Um, Everybody has liked these. And then of course, lamp work beads,
Mhm.
those always do really well.
Mhm.
So that's what's here. And then these black trays, this is a trunk show. We do trunk shows probably every 2 months, I would say. And some people don't know what a trunk show is, Savea. Do you ever run into that?
Yeah, I think people don't realize what it is. It's really a great way to see product that you normally would never see.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically it's only there for a small time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a great way to really just see a bunch of new things that you will only see just for such a short time.
Yes,
So definitely, if you see a trunk show item you like, you got to buy it because it's not going to be hanging around.
exactly. And
And
it's
when it's sold
also,
out, it's sold
it's
out.
it's sold out. It's also, it's like you said, it's temporary. And sometimes there's some really good deals. These are all gemstones that I may not carry. I know I don't have anything like these normally, and they're affordable, so sometimes because my wall can get expensive, I
Mhm.
know that the quality of gems that I sell are on the higher price. And, I want to accommodate the customers that don't always have that budget allowed to them. So this is a really affordable way to get still nice stones or products. If it's a glass stone or, anything really, it's a nice way for them to be able to get it.
Mhm. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are those ceramic beads?
So this is raku.
Oh, raku. Okay, yeah, they're
Yeah,
ceramic.
this is my tray of raku. I also have full strands of raku, but those are hanging on the counter by the window. So I keep the loose beads in here. And then this is all gemstones loose. These are only here because they were on the newer end, and I
Mhm.
haven't had a chance to incorporate them over there yet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Right.
all really just a matter of trying to fit everything into its normal home.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then I always try and do a little clearance item. These are $3 strands. When we get new items to hang on our wall, we kind of dig through and say, okay, this has run its life here. Let's get new stuff. So we'll clearance things out. And then we made our own mixtures. Same thing with seed beads. When we have just not enough to make um, to sell in bags, we just make mixes,
Well,
and then
that's
we
cool.
mix them up and then we sell them. So they're just like leftovers that weren't enough to make a proper
Uh-huh.
bag. Yeah. So
But
this
it's
is
nice.
always like a little clearance section.
Yeah, it's nice to have those. Then you can get a little bit and you can test it out and see if you like it and whatnot.
Exactly.
Okay, so show
Exactly.
us your next area. What's going
So
on the right?
so this is our loose bead table. This is where we keep a lot of the loose glass beads hanging right here. These are our check glass buttons. So that kind of goes back
Oh,
to when we talked about other check products. We sell buttons. It kind of goes all the way around this table. You
that's a
can
really
kind of
nice
see.
display. I like it a lot.
It's very handy and convenient. Plus, then you can see here, we've displayed a lot of the class jewelry. So those are up on top. So I always tell people anything made on a black or white display is essentially a class. And
Mhm.
so we try and keep it visible for everyone. So
Mhm.
these are all classes. And then in the trays here are all the beads that we sell loose that are typically glass. Sometimes we have, some nicer things in here because I didn't want to put them in behind counters. I really want people to be able to see,
Yeah.
what we have, and so that they can really see its beauty. Things behind plastics or in trays just don't look as good
I
when they have lid.
know. People like to touch stuff too. That's what I think a lot of people like about going into the bead stores is they can just see everything.
Yes. So obviously now that's why we're really wanting sure to make people sanitize, because they do touch
Yep,
things. So, and
exactly.
everyone, I have to tell you, I have not really had any problems with people understanding that, you know. Down below is just some tools and things. I'm restocking, so it's a little empty. I have a package that came in over the weekend and I just haven't had a chance to open it all up. But we really try and utilize like every
Yeah,
bit
every inch of space.
of
Well, you
this
gotta, you
table.
gotta. Real estate is prime in your store.
It really is.
Oh,
These
those
are
beadboards are cute.
these are bead boards that we have here from some of our favorite teachers from the Freckled Pear. They come here about every 3 to 4 months, and then I buy these from them so that we can sell to our customers because they're fabulous, especially the seed bead customers. They
Mhm.
normally fly out of here, so this is an excellent, excellent Christmas gift,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
to talk to, you know, your husbands and your kids and, you know, have them come in and get one of these because they'll end up with more than one. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it looks like you don't have a lot, so I think it's something that is your hot action item that people need to buy for Christmas.
Yes. I had 3 stacks of these.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So
great.
this is all I'm down to. Yes.
Okay, so what's going on to the right? What's that fixture? What's all this?
Okay. So this little spinner here, this is where we have a lot of 2-hole beads. It's double-sided.
Okay,
So we have our ginkgos, we have our 2-hole cabochons, we have paisleys. We're in the middle of changing from bagged packages to tubes. We just found people were buying 2 bags at a time, so we might as well
yep,
order them in tubes.
yep.
It also really helps because we're kind of limited on help. No more bagging. You know, I don't have to worry about labels and packages. It's just, it comes, we put a price tag
Yeah,
on it and it's done.
exactly, exactly.
These are mini diamond duos. And then we're going from diamonds to down here is the gem duos. So that's what this side is. And then if we flip it, we still have more 2-hole beads and kind of the same thing. We're switching from bags. So you've got all of our old bag labels here, and now we're switching to tubes.
Yes.
So those are mini duos. These are super duos. These are all super duos, and we're
Wow.
trying to switch to
Mhm.
tubes. So this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot.
Yep, yep.
And then over here,
Wow. Those are that's your seed
beads.
beads?
Yes. And then they
Wow.
continue over there as well. That's our 15s. And
Mhm.
then these are 11s, 8s, and 6s.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a lot.
That is
We
a
do.
lot.
We do. And then over here, this is where we started getting just a few of those, the check.
Okay. Yeah.
These are the Charlottes, and I have about 4 new colors I have to hang up that just arrived. Because again, it's not my specialty. So I thought, well, the Charlottes have that really beautiful cut. So we'll go ahead and restock those. But we really do well with the Japanese seed beads. So that's kind of why we have them in bags. We have more 2-hole beads here, strands in the check product. So you can see we have silkies, bricks. Down below there's tiles. And then up here we have the symbol pieces. And the reason I keep them here is because they really work well with a lot of the 2-hole bead products. Yep. So I try and keep them close.
Those symbols are really great findings. They were designed specifically for 2-hole beads, and they work with 2-hole beads and was it the Japanese seed beads and delicates, and they're meant for that kind of the bead weaving. Yeah. So it's definitely a cool product. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely want to check out those products.
It's an amazing product, and you can tell I have a really hard time keeping them in stock. I have a lot of these holes, they're here. We're just bagging and labeling and kind of working on it. And then demi rounds, same thing. We've started going from bags to tubes. We just found that it's so much easier to work with tubes and get things out quicker. You know, when we have to count things, that's the processing and label. And so we're trying to really make it more efficient.
Yep. Just like Delicas, we only do them in tubes because there's too many.
There's so many. We have over 250 colors of Delicas right now. And I can add more. I just added the whole Picasso line down here. And I have room to add, looks like about 8 more colors. So
you could probably add another row below it even.
I really could. I could put something between here and here. This is my hematite. And so I do have room. So, and I do, when people come in, if I don't have the color you're looking for, I'm happy to order it. I just need to know what it is and then I'll get it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're starting with all your gemstones. Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of gemstone.
This is my favorite wall, Savea. This wall has grown. It has more than doubled. We try and keep them by obviously like the species of stone. So in colors, we tried to do, you know, all of the cohesive colors together, but it goes down pretty far. And then it's, I think 4 rows of gemstones. And then that very bottom row, you see, those all have large holes in them.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so we've got a lot. And then that's just the larger ones. We even had to move some of the smaller ones over here. These are like your 3 millimeters.
Yeah.
And then we always try and put samples of what you can do with them over here. And then our chain display. Wow. These are the electroplated chains down here.
And are those chains hypoallergenic?
Yes. Okay. They're all hypoallergenic. And then we do also sell them on whole spools. We would order one for you. We wouldn't take a spool and sell what's left of it unless obviously you could purchase it, but we actually give better pricing if you buy a whole spool that's been uncut.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else do we have to see? I mean, I know you have a whole case in there. Oh, you have some stringing material there?
Yes. So this little spinner right here, this is all of our leathers. This whole side is leathers. You know, we have the 0.5, the 1 millimeter, 1.5. Down there gets into the 2s and 3s. These are like your flat kind of decorative pieces. And then this is some more stringing materials for projects that we do. You know, Nymos and Silamides and Eslon. And then down below the table next to it, there's more individual pieces there. And then some more tools and beading products to help you. And then this tray or this table, like the glass table over there, this is filled with mostly metals. So we try and have that table be our glass. This is our metals, again, with more samples of classes. And then, you know, the other table we had buttons, this table we have tassels.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we have all kinds of, you know, metals and filigrees and even patina colors to kind of do really anything. Let me walk around here. We do sell a lot of tiara cast products. We love them. So we have a lot of that here. Again, more loose beads, large hole. And then we have a whole second shelf and then a whole third shelf up here.
Wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see what's straight ahead.
So this, because we have this window here, obviously we couldn't utilize wall space. So we had this made for us, which allowed us to sell some crystals, you know, raw crystals.
Wow.
People really love that. So different kinds here. And then we have some enameled beads, drusies, arrowheads, pendants. We have some more ceramics in raku.
Mhm.
These are loose wood beads. They're on the bigger scale, so they're
Mhm.
not like those ones we had over there.
Mhm.
These are some of our past shop hop bracelets back here.
Oh, look at
I have
that.
way more, but that's just the ones that I have out for right
You know,
now.
right? Think
And
people
then
can wrap them around their neck a couple times now.
I know. In fact, there's one sitting in my office, and then some African Kazuri beads here. And
Mhm.
down below, again, more tools, you know, more things for our silversmith wire workers.
Mhm.
Um, and then over here, some more tools. It's been a bit of a struggle keeping things in stock.
Mhm.
We're selling out of tools because people are getting creative and wanting to bead at home. So hopefully by the Friday, this will be fully stocked again. And then it wraps around over
Wow.
to here.
You got
Yeah,
lots of tools.
lots of tools. Yeah.
Cool.
And then from
What's in the
here,
case?
this is Swarovski.
Oh,
This is
wow.
all of my Swarovski in
Wow,
here.
you do have a lot of Swarovski.
Yes. So I'll show you from the front.
Wow.
And they just don't look very good because of those covers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But there's just too many to leave out and display. So
Mhm.
yeah, we do have quite a few. And then we have some chains down here, some cup chains.
Nice.
Yeah. So those are kind of fun. And then I did put, the bead bucks I was telling you about, our gift certificates.
Oh,
With
good.
every $50, you get this guy. It's 10 free dollars in bead bucks. So
That is very cool.
yeah, so that's one of our specials. Of course, you know, our hand sanitizer, our Clorox wipes. I try and make sure that I'll have someone here if I'm helping them, and then we'll
So
have
let's go on
someone
the other
else
side of the other side of the
over
case.
here. This, oh, I know, you're so funny. Let's see more beads. This is sterling silver, gold filled, vermeil, and genuine copper. Let me walk around.
Yeah, because you can't really see too much from the back.
No.
Look at there's a snowman.
Yep. That's our little mascot. So this is some cases, or the case filled with like the good stuff. And then there's more chains, sterling silver chains, gold filled chains, rose gold filled, charms. We also have, it's hard to see with the glare, but we also have some really nice Thai silver.
Great.
Those very well. And beautiful Bali beads.
Great.
So that's another really good seller now. People are really trying to get the sterling in.
Yeah.
And then we have this hallway. Do you want me to take you down there?
Here, let's take a look.
Okay.
You know, Julie, you know, I had said to you, I said it's probably going to be an hour, and you're like, we can't even fill an hour. I'm like, really? We're almost at an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm Savannah. I'm shocked because I was like, I got maybe 10 minutes for you.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad you know better than me.
So what's in the hallway?
Okay, so the shiny beads, obviously we keep out here. These are the bagged items. These are, you know, jump rings. These are ear wires, you know, findings that are non-sterling, you know, your crimps, your head pins, your crimp covers, spacers, just things like that. Essentials for sure, but they don't need to be out in the main part of the store because they're bagged. And then if you flip around this side here, these are the Indian and African metals. And then we have some more pewter on strands. And then up here, you jump to your lobster claws, clasps and things. This whole wall is clasps.
Wow.
Yeah. And then our storage closet. And then back here is more stringing materials. So we do a lot of knotting.
You definitely have a lot of different options for any kind of crafters.
Yeah. That's why for so long it was hard for me to say like, oh, I specialize in this, because we've really, really tried to accommodate everyone. This is my wire.
Wow.
This is obviously your basic colors. And then we started carrying other colors as well. So this wall, in fact, we just added this little extension because we're going to try and increase the colors in their sizes as well.
Wow.
But this is wire back here.
Wow.
So that's kind of why I can't really narrow down what I specialize in. And then I'm going to show you our classroom because I do. Okay. There's Miss Julie again.
So pretend that you're a student. That's what you look like sitting in the corner.
That's what she looks like. And then the student would be across from her. Okay. And then, we used to be able to keep these two tables, and they would face a different, one would face this way and one would come this way. And we used to be able to put 4 students in each table. Yeah. Well, we can't do that. Yeah. So we separated them even further, and now we're doing 2 per table. We have a total of 4 students in the whole room, and the teacher. So with cases increasing, we just really want to make sure people feel like we're doing our part. Everyone has hand sanitizer, there's tissue. Of course, we ask them not to come in if they're having any type of cold. We just don't want to risk anything. So I always try and then of course, if you're taking a class, we have readers for you.
Oh, that's great. That's really smart.
Or safety goggles. And then of course we'll wipe down all of our tools, with sanitizer, after each class. Yeah.
Wow. So I think we pretty much got a full tour of your awesome store.
Yeah.
And let's flip it around.
Okay.
So is there anything else you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to share with all of our followers? Make sure you like and share the store. And
yeah, definitely. I've been really, I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at. So
do you want me to change? Okay, so I have an idea. Why don't we change back to the office camera?
Okay.
And I will have you start this one.
Okay. There we go. Perfect.
Let me go to here. Okay. So that concludes our awesome tour of Bead Gallery. And Julie did a really great job. Everyone, Julie was very nervous about coming on, but I thought that she did a really good job, and she spoke really well about her store. And I think that everyone would really enjoy shopping at her store. So make sure to stop by Bead Gallery and say hi, and make sure you shop local and support your local stores.
Oh, thank you, Savea.
You're welcome. And thank you everyone for watching. And we are going to be signing off. Bye.
Bye.